इन द बुक, पुस्तकातले सगळे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करा. आणि सपोज कुणाचा इंडिव्हिज्युअल प्रॉब्लेम असेल, आता काही लोक सोडवतात ते, तर एखादा कोणता प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर व्हॉट आय विल डू, इन्स्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग दॅट इंडिव्हिज्युअल प्रॉब्लेम इन द क्लास, मी त्याचा एक व्हिडिओ बनवत जाईल सोल्युशनचा आणि तो टाकत जाईल युट्यूबवर, तो रेफर करा. कारण सिलेबस आपला जास्त आहे, प्रत्येक प्रॉब्लेम घेऊ शकत नाही. सो एक प्रॉब्लेम काहीतरी आहे की 5 कॉन्सिक्युटिव्ह अल्फाबेट मध्ये 2 झिरो असले पाहिजे मॅन्डेटरी. तर हा गेटला वगैरे विचारलेला प्रश्न आहे. सो दॅट आय विल जस्ट आफ्टर दिस लेक्चर मी रेकॉर्ड करेन त्याचं सोल्युशन आणि ते अपलोड करेन. ओके, डन. Okay, good morning all. So today we will continue with our previous session called as the ambiguity. So as we know, what do you mean by ambiguity? When from the same production, same grammar, we are deriving the same string, but if we have the two different parse tree, that time that grammar is called as the ambiguous grammar, because we cannot have two parse tree for the same string with the help of the same grammar. That is called as the ambiguity. So we'll try to resolve the ambiguity. So last session we have seen one problem and how to remove the ambiguity. So how to remove the ambiguity? As we know, there is no as such standard way to remove the ambiguity. So what we are doing, we are just simply adding some variables, new variables, to reduce the ambiguity. So wherever we find that the production will become ambiguous, we introduce the new variable there, and the next production of that variable will assign to the new variable. So that simple method we are adopting to remove the ambiguity. Now one very common problem for the ambiguity is called as a dangling if. Dangling if. Now what do you mean by dangling if? So as everyone knows, in a languages, C languages, or the any languages, whenever we are having a block under one command, under one function, so we are assigning opening and closing for that function. So if we are using the C language, we will say opening bracket and closing bracket, so that we will come to know what is under its influence. So what the block contains, which instructions, that we are indicating with the help of the opening and closing bracket. If we are using the Python, we are using the tab. So tab will indicate the number of instructions which comes under the influence of that particular command or the function. But as we know, the computer is using the machine language. So as such, we cannot represent the tab or some special characters. So instead of that, take an example, if we are writing the productions, we cannot use the special symbols or the spaces tabs in that. So what we'll do, we'll try to write the blocks in such a way that it should not create the ambiguity. So today we'll see one example of the programming part called as a dangling if. First of all, we will try to understand what exactly this dangling if is. Now, if we start with basic things. Now, how to write if? How to write if instruction, if conditional structure. So, if we can write by two ways. First form is we can write only if in bracket condition a is greater than 10 and some instruction a is equal to a plus 1. This is a simple if statement. This is the one form of the if. The second form of the if, what we can write is if a is greater than 10, a is equal to a plus 1, and the else a equal to a minus 1. These are the two forms. These are the two forms how we can write the if. This if and this if with the else. Now, this if else we can write in a nested format. We can write in a nested format. Okay. So nested format means what? If inside the if, that is called as nested format. So if I want to nest, so I can write this if a is greater than 10. If again next if nested if b is equal to 20, a is equal to a plus 1, else a equal to a minus 1. This is the example of the nested if. Now when we are writing the nested if, the problem is the else part. The problem is the else part. Yes, if we are including the opening and curly bracket, if my if else is like this, without the opening and curly brackets. So when we are not writing the opening and closing curly bracket, that time the if consider the single statement under its control. So when we are not writing opening and closing, that time it consider a single statement under its influence. Okay. So if this is if, it will consider this if under it. Okay. And this if consider this statement under it. And this else is again the else part, and else will consider this under its influence, under its control. Okay, so if we are not writing opening and closing, that time assumption is like this. But if we are if we check this, so if we are writing this opening and closing like this, if I am writing this if opening and closing bracket, so this now the else part is directly related with this if. This else is the part of this if. If I am writing opening and closing like this. And if I am writing this opening and closing like this, so now this else part will belong to this. Or if we are writing like this else part now belong to this. So this writing this opening and closing bracket becomes essential when we are having only a single statement under the if else, because that will change the meaning of that else. Else belongs to which if. So that's why the opening and closing bracket is mandatory. Now, as we know, in productions, in that we cannot have the opening and closing bracket or the spaces, tabs. So that time the ambiguity may possible. The ambiguity may possible. Suppose this statement, if we are writing symbolically, if this statement we are writing symbolically. So if this is condition, if this is the condition, we are writing then. For example, if then, here actually it is then. The C language we are not writing this, but in some languages we will follow. So for the simplicity, we will add this then. If C, then statement. This is the first if format. This is the first if format. Now second if format may be this. So how I will write in a short? If condition 1, then this statement, else the second statement, else the second statement. So this if I am writing in this two form, because this if in this two format I must write in a simplified way to remove the ambiguity. So just I am creating this if in a short. Okay. Now, if the statement is like this, if the statement is like this, if C, then if C1, then statement 1, else statement 2. Statement 1 and statement 2. So if this is the statement, If this is the statement, this is called as a dangling if, dangling else. So now if C, then if C1, then S1, else S2. So now here this else belongs to which if? This if or this if? This is the problem. This is the problem. So this problem is called as a dangling if. Now how to solve this problem? This problem will just solve in a just simple way by using these two conditions, by using these two forms. So what we will do, the if statement we have divided into these two format, and we will say that if this is the format, this should be appear. If this is the format, it will comes with the else part. So that two conditions will relate with each other. We will not separate it. So else part we will not separate to get confused whether with this if or with this if. We'll attach this else with some specific if.